I'd just like to say sorry and thank you at the same time, really, for the start of this video. I put my first video up in 2017 about the Poisson distribution model, and I've put a couple up since over the last few years, but haven't really paid much attention to the channel. It was never meant to be an ego boost. I was never looking for likes and subscribes particularly, although I do really appreciate them, and now I would like them. But at the time it was just a sort of a hobby, if you like. And when I look back at the channel last week, I was really touched to see how many subscribers, how many comments, how much engagement, and also I felt pretty guilty about not engaging with the channel because, I mean, like I said, I was really touched by the amount of people who've engaged, and I'd like to start engaging, and now that I know the people out there who like listening to what I'm saying, it's really made me happy, and that's what life's all about. So I'd like to say thank you first and foremost. And this video is to explain a little bit about why my posts are so sporadic, and I'm not like most YouTubers who stick to a rigid schedule and post content after content, and that's to do with my mental health. And I just thought I just wanted to give you a little insight into the channel that you're subscribed to and the reasons for the posting schedule. So a little look at my background. I suffer with generalised anxiety disorder, also known as GAD, and depression. Have done for a number of years, probably, well, most of my life, but certainly for the last 7 or 8 years, I've been seeking help and medication and counselling, and I'm in a good place right now, but it took a while. As a result, I had to give up my career in a higher education institution as a senior manager. I was there 10 years, but in the end, it took a toll on my health, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I had to give up that, a fairly well-paid job and secure job, and started an e-commerce business which heavily involves buying and selling, private labelling, buying products from China and doing a lot of product research, print on demand, t-shirts and clothing, various things really. And now I'm also a part-time football trader, which I'm very grateful for. I'm very passionate about football trading. Football trading is my passion, my hobby, and football in general, sport in general, but particularly football. So that's where I like to focus my time, and we really deep dive into strategies and angles on football trading. But the reason for the sporadic sort of nature of my posts are that due to my conditions, it's very difficult to stick to rigid schedules. It can be a real trigger for me if I know I've got looming deadlines, and pressure from other people, or perceived pressure from other people, even if those people aren't really pressurising me. And normally everyone's very understanding, but in my own head, that's not necessarily the way I see it. It's also a very bad idea to trade when you're not feeling well. If you try and trade if I try and trade when I'm feeling particularly anxious or depressed, it's like you're on tilt immediately, and you'll be chasing losses, and you'll be assuming every strategy doesn't work. You'll be just lumping on any old rubbish just because you want to sort of feel good by getting a win, but then when you don't get the win you feel even worse. It's a really bad place to be. It's a very tricky thing to manage, trading and having a mental health condition. Danger of addiction is present for everybody, but I feel that for me it's something that I have to manage quite delicately, because I'll be seeking things to make me feel better, and I love football, I love trading, and that makes me feel good, so I want to do it more and more. But then there's a danger of becoming overly reliant on it and not being subjective with your trades, and turning it into betting rather than trading and gambling. That's not what I want to do. So there are times when I have to just take myself away from football trading, and that's why in the past I've posted the odd video and then disappeared for 6 months. It's because it's self-preservation, and I couldn't cope with the interaction with people. My engagement with followers, I haven't been engaging with followers, and that in itself makes me anxious, because I think, would I feel guilty for not engaging with them? But now I don't know how to approach that and engage with them, and it's a vicious circle. But it's certainly not a slight on the people who engage with my channel. And now that I've found myself in a much better place and seen how good people have been, I really want to start engaging. But this is just a little warning about the fact that sometimes I might disappear for a little bit. So yeah, I mean, the reason for me having the channel in the first place is because I'm a passionate sports fan, as a hobby and now as a part-time career. Mainly football, but also cricket, boxing, a little bit of tennis, trading. But yeah, football and cricket are my main sort of passions. Researching and doing the numbers, crunching numbers, looking at strategies, looking at mathematical modelling, diving into Excel spreadsheets and stuff like that, that acts as a real release for me. It's sort of, I can get lost in that and not worry about the rest of the world, and I really enjoy doing it. A lot of the stuff that people hate doing about trading or betting or anything really to do with work, it's the research and the number crunching, but I actually enjoy that. And it's paving a way towards a full-time career, hopefully, so there is that aspect as well. And for the channel, accountability and the community spirit is something I'm after. Accountability because I'll be documenting my strategies, documenting my journey, and it keeps me on track, and it'll keep me posting regularly and sort of only betting or trading, not betting, only trading on things that I've recorded on the YouTube channel. And also, I do like to help, even though I struggle to engage. My primary driver is to help people and to engage and be kind and to seek like-minded, kind people. It's just difficult for me to get that across. So they're the reasons really for the channel. And so I just want to say thank you again. I appreciate all the followers and the comments. Yeah, please bear with me if I do go off the radar, or if I might appear evasive. It's not intentional, and I really do appreciate you all. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos, because as I say, I can't guarantee that if you come back every Wednesday, every Thursday, whatever it might be, that the new content will be there. It might be that two videos are posted in the space of 3 days and then nothing for a week. I can't guarantee it. I'm going to try and be a lot more regular, but I don't want to commit myself to it. And also, I'd love if you could share this video, give it a like, to raise awareness of people out there that are struggling but still engaging things like trading, everyday activities that other people find normal and easy. But just bear in mind that there are people out there, not just with trading, with many things, that when you scratch under the surface, it's not easy for them. So yeah, by liking this and sort of sharing it around, I'd like to think that it might start some conversations. Remember, be kind to yourselves, please. That's, you hear it so often. It's popular and fashionable nowadays to talk about mental health, which kind of gets my back up a little bit, but it's a cliche, but it's also important. Be kind to yourself, be kind to everybody, just be kind. It's not that hard. I've got a blog which I'd love you to subscribe to and follow, themathbetman.com. Now this is more of an easy avenue for me to communicate. I love to write, I love to sit down and get lost in an article, just as I do with the research, and it's a lot easier for me to sit and write my thoughts rather than speak them like this. So the blog will have a bit more of a narrative around what's going on. The videos will be more tuition and sort of ideas and strategies, whereas I'll have blog articles that will go into a lot more depth and sort of personal feelings around various topics. So if you could have a look at that, I'd greatly appreciate it.